genus that's pretty much just Hibbertopterus. Like that's synonymized a lot more. But yeah, it's just due to us not having the best remains.
Unfortunate.
Shame.
But yeah, when you hear about the big Hibbertopterus sizes, like the absolutely massive ones, it's these guys. Honestly, I'm not sure which shape I like more. Like, they are very different in vibes, especially with the weird stuff going on in the front of the head. With the...
Yeah, what is that? Like some kind of train front guard?
No clue. It seems like something that would help it bury itself, maybe.
I mean, do we have like a lateral view of that, or
not that I can find?
I mean,
yeah, I mean most specimens are flattened too, so it's,
same.
This is a different species, so that's a different species of Hibbertopterus, so you don't need to be as specific, probably. But I am very happy that you are doing the segments. This is probably gonna look really nice. Once you like, I assume that you might have slight bits of like, the distortion between the placement of above and below water.
a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just
I mean, it's a Yash. It's always going to look amazing.
Shut free.
But yeah, for people who don't know, this is very interesting and is a little bit also a forerunner to the actually giant Carboniferous formations, being Bear Gulch and Mason Creek. Because this has fauna from both. Like this has Harpago futatar from Bear Gulch, along with things like Belotelson, Beardops, Teleocaris. Like all of those things are in Bear Gulch and Mason. So you'd be seeing at least smaller organism-wise, decently similar fauna. We also have like Cocheliodonts. I believe it's Cocheliodonts. The like.
Look at these little idiots.
They are perfect.
The ratfish relatives that like is definitely a paraphyletic grouping.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of things have fallen into that, and it seems to be just like morphotype space. Like Troquarius was a Cocheliodont before described. Like it's just sort of a grade, if anything, or like a style of dentition.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Batman.
But
what?
What?
Them.
Yeah.
I mean them. So much. Thank you, Joshua.
You know, what they remind me of in frontal view? These weird aliens from that one documentary that like walked cliffs, like walked along the vertical walls of cliffs, like scraping algae off. I don't remember the title of the documentary, but it's like goes through different scenarios for alien life and how it could evolve.
I don't. That sounds really cool, but I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
Are you talking about the Netflix one?
No, older.
Okay, I was just making sure.
One of the old classics.
I've not heard of that either.
Yeah, same here.
Hmm.
From the comments, Into the Universe with Stephen Hawking.
Ooh.
Maybe. Yep. That comes up. Found an image. Putting in stream materials. Behold.
Oh,
What?
I've seen a photo of that before, but I've never actually.
They're quite charming creatures.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at this. Oh. Behold.
I do remember that. Disturbingly clearly.
Yep.
What?
Wait, I think that's from a different one, actually.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Because
from
I
a
remember
different one
actually
with
watching that.
yes, Manatee and Alien Tea. Misa disturbed. No, the documentary where that came from, I think it's called Alien Planets. And the cool thing was it had some real life sets that they built of the landscapes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of practical effects.
Maybe we'll get. Speaking of like more alien vibes, like maybe we'll get our first Cambrian tonight, like from the wheel. That would
The
be
wheel
nice.
chooses. We can
It's
only
just-
hope.
It's just gonna be Hell Creek.
Woe be upon us, Hell Creek.
Better not be.
I
know how
mean,
mu-
but
I'd have to do no work. Well, I would have to do. Yeah, kinda.
no,
Let's go gambling.
Lancian.
I mean, we would just take everything that Lancium has produced and mash it together.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it might be worse to like filter out a specific locality or
Opposite,
at least member, like upper or lower Hell
Yeah.
Creek, at the very least. But here, in this episode of Alien Planets, the background, the plants are practical.
Ooh,
Yep.
that thing is so ugly.
Super
It
ugly.
is.
in a good way.
In the best of ways.
May I real quick just describe a scenario that just occurred like 2 seconds ago?
Oh.
What?
Sure.
The big dog that I am dog sitting was just frantically running from the window to the glass door, whimpering and whining and scratching and jumping.
Oh no. What is outside?
She does that occasionally, but this was extra frantic. So I let her out.
Oh, no.
She just like is scraping at the door, shoves her way out. I step out and look, and I barely see the fluffy white butt of a baby rabbit disappear under the neighbor's fence, and she is going at full speed towards this thing and rams full body against the fence, like just crashing into it.
Yeah, that's That's dogs.
Hmm.
Pretty much.
That's very dog of her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Quite happy with her anatomy. Putting in colors.
Yay.
So, what should we go for? Lobster rat?
Mm,
Wait,
Lobsters are mostly
I-
kind of green.
Ow.
Maybe they were cooked by the wildfire.
Joshua, one
Hmm.
blue lobster. One blue lobster, please.
Wait, what
I
lobster?
think-
Blue lobster.
Blue lobster.
Yeah, I mean, I think some like maybe some brownish with some like blue and white accents could be nice.
I mean, the
Actually,
stuff
yeah.
that comes
Oh,
up
wait
when
a-
I look for blue lobster is a little bit too intense, I feel like.
Yeah.
I got something perfect.
I have seen some really cool looking lobsters, but
Is it gonna be a
Painted
very...
devil crawfish.
I knew that you were gonna bring up a crayfish.
so wait a second.
I mean, they're sort of a good reference for like shallower water.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, these live in muddy creeks.
Okay. We're morph, but what about a calico lobster?
Calico
Hmm.
lobsters are cool, although they're a really rare color morph.
I
Yeah,
just-
I know. But
Just Google swamp lobster, seeing what comes up.
swamp lobster.
So,
Ooh, actually-
is any
that-
crustacean fair game for this?
Basically.
In that case, may I introduce the Dungeness crab?
Yes.
Ooh. Is it purple?
It is purple.
Oh.
Purple.
Carl August, you're never gonna guess who drew that art piece. you're never gonna guess.
Is it Peter's?
No, I'm pretty sure that's just Yash's.
That's not mine.
Oh,
Oh, it looked like one of your colored pencil or like traditional thing.
I work
It does
rarely with
resemble.
stuff like that these days.
Hmm.
Especially for stuff like this, I would not use colored pencils on an invertebrate.
Yeah, that
I
just
like
that would
using
be
colored pencils on furry
uncharacteristic.
stuff.
Furry stuff?
uh-huh.
You promise?
You want to rephrase that, Yoshua?
Nah.
Nah,
Nah.
you win.
Wait, I found something that's probably pretty close
You
to
may
good.
hear in that what you want. That's a
April Fool's
pretty
Day is
one.
coming closer.
Here is something not too distant in size. The Tasmanian giant crayfish.
Oh, boy.
Oh God.
Oh,
that's
I
actually
do
an
like that
interesting,
pale.
a good amount of blue in there.
I do like that
Yeah.
paler blue and like some greens
Yeah,
mixed in.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
like the green claw looks really cool. Actually, I might steal that for the next one then.
Were you wanting weren't you wanting this guy to also be sort of covered in algae?
Yes, but that's the last touch.
Wait, I found an even better photo of them. Oh my goodness. Look at this absolute god of a crustacean.
Which one?
Look upon me and fear.
And here he is being
Mm.
restrained by an old guy.
Mechanical outplay.
That is like lobster size.
Oh yeah, they're huge. Sadly
Lobster.
endangered.
I mean,
Aw.
yeah, it looks
I
like
mean-
something that would be endangered.
It also looks delicious.
And
Yeah,
that is the
Like,
reason
Probably
why
the reason why it's
danger.
endangered.
Like, you take that thing, steam it, dip it in some butter. Delicious.
This crab here, I'm looking at more crustaceans from swamps. This looks extremely evil.
What if you gave them the white eyebrows that you could see on this guy?
Not sure that would be
Like,
that
sort of.
effective.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
I
found
didn't
the-
know there were crabs with leopard print.
Yup.
Very leopard print.
Ooh.
Oh, I found a giant crayfish being absolutely menacing. Just waiting in the stream.
Ah, yes. Ah, shush. Go away, AI crap.
Ew, burn.
No, yellows. Very yellow lobsters.
Yeah.
Josh, let me know when you want, like after this, when you'd want to draw the actual scorpion, and I can give the size comparison, so you can sort of like roughly add it.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this I think gives the best. This is the last giant crawfish picture I'll be posting, but this gives a good reference for its size.
It's a little baby.
Just the fight me bro stance.
He want to catch the God's hands.
Well, what do you know? They're endangered due to overfishing and habitat loss.
What a twist.
Woohoo!
Nobody saw that coming.
Thankfully, it is prohibited to catch them now.
Ah, okay, that's good.
And the issue is, they like nice, clean streams.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm. My condolences,
no.
little ones.
Oh, they can live up to 60 years. And
that's not
are reported
surprising.
yeah, they're reported to attain weights up to 6 kilograms or 13 pounds.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
The specimens that we have seen so far are the small ones then.
Yeah.
So ones you
These
probably
get
no longer
huge.
see in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are so nice when they are buttered.
Mm-hmm.
Curse you, butter.
This
Making
Hmm.
everything taste.
This does feel like something that could be captive bred in an aquarium, though, and like would actually be attractive to visitors.
Question is, how much do they depend on flowing water?
Yeah.
I mean, you can replicate flowing water.
True.
Like even a lot of private aquarium hobbyists have stream dependent
Yep.
fish and crustaceans. You just put a big pump, a big fan on one end of the aquarium.
I wonder if there are breeding programs.
I hope
Hopefully.
so.
These guys.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Let's see. When was this? 3 years ago. For the first time, a bunch of baby giant Tasmanian crawfish were released after being captive raised. I don't know if they were captive
Nice.
bred, but at least captive raised.
Nice.
Nice. On the subject of keeping things in fish tanks, got a question for you, Dunmo. Figure it'd be up your alley. Do you know of anyone who's done like an aquaponic fish tank, growing herb or something?
I do indeed.
Nice.
Myself.
Ah. Hell yeah.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, and I've seen somebody grow like
Of
strawberries
course I know them.
via
It's
aquaponics
me.
in a setup as well. So very
I've got one of the simple like you buy it and it's all ready to go except for the water and the living things. Just
Mhm.
like a one that sits on the counter.
Yeah,
We
you have little guys in there. You got little fish.
yeah. We usually just grow radish microgreens. Like we just toss a handful of seeds into the top compartments and harvest them after a week.
Mhm.
And for fauna, we have 3 white cloud mountain minnows.
Hmm.
I thought for a second you were about to say 3 little guys.
I mean, they
I
are
mean,
definitely.
aren't they?
I mean, that's not even the only place in the kitchen you have fish. If I remember correctly, or is it? For some reason, I think I thought I remembered
Now I'm
another
questioning
place.
where on earth where else in the kitchen do I have fish?
I thought
The
it would have
fridge.
been in a vase or something, like some random.
Oh
little
yeah.
fish.
Yeah, I have 3 mosquito fish in a large vase.
How did you forget about them?
I don't know.
To be
So,
fair, there are mosquito fish.
how big is this tank?
I don't think I've measured it out in gallons, but it's man, I can look it up.
Because I don't. I shouldn't spend more money on stuff. I shouldn't get too involved in too many more hobbies because I already have too many.
Eh.
But
But
I saw the betas, very sad beta fish. I was wondering to myself, I wonder if you could get enough nutrients out of the waste produced by a beta to grow something like basil.
I mean, Richard's
Certainly.
wouldn't be large enough for a beta, though.
Yeah, I mean the one I have is 3 gallons.
Mm.
At least that's what the official thing says.
If I remember correctly, you want more like 15 for a beta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're needy little buggers.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, if you have an aquarium and if you can acquire some planting trays and some tubes and like have a shelf or a rack to put it all on, you can make your own system pretty easily. Maybe.
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 Yeah. Like I said, I should not pick up any more hobbies.
Hmm. This does seem insanely easy though.
Yeah.
It's a temptation.
And I've wanted to do, if not aquaponics, I'm coming, which was, and if not aquaponics, then at least hydroponics,
Yeah.
because I'm just really keen on the idea of growing my own food.
Yeah.
So somebody's echoing, I think.
It was coming from Batman when Grace was talking.
Oh,
Eh.
Oh.
I thought it was
Whoopsies.
Shit.
because Joshua does not wear headphones.
Yeah.
That was
Hmm.
never the problem.
Ooh.
He lives
Ooh, I'm
life
putting,
dangerously.
yeah. I'll put this in voice chat. This would be this would take quite a bit to build, but it looks very cool.
Ooh. Yeah.
That would be so cool.
But I mean,
That
there's
would be so awesome.
No, Batman, no.
on the on the yeah, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have this.
Is that what you have?
No, no.
Oh.
I have one that at least looks professional.
Yeah, no. Imagine the bottom part, but with the actual like radishes growing out from something that's connected to it, rather than that Frankenstein.
Okay, this one is obviously not mine. This is like the image on the website because I do not have a beta, but it it looks like this.
Yeah, it seems a little small for a beta.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah, I know that. that beta's not having a nice time there.
Okay, let's see. Let's.
Yeah, every time that I go into a pet store, I see the rows and rows of tubs holding betas and baby betas. I'm like, these fish are miserable.
Yeah.
And I just want to give them a really nice environment, but also they're tropical fish, aren't they?
They are
Yep.
very territorial tropical fish.
Native to the flooded fields and grasslands of Southeast Asia.
Which
Yeah.
is about as far from South Dakota as you're gonna get without being, someplace circumpolar.
Yeah.
Or on the
Yeah,
moon.
the antipole for South Dakota is near the Kerguelen Islands.
Huh.
Its exact position is in the north of Montana. I know exactly where it is, but that's pretty much the closest piece of land you're gonna get that's antipolar.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, aquaponics is it's nice. And it can be scaled up to basically anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can have an Olympic-sized swimming pool full of arapaimas and like several multi-acre greenhouses, or a little vase with shrimp in it and a bowl of herbs.
The
Mhm.
scrimps.
Yes, as simple as that.
As shrimple as
It
that.
is, in fact, as shrimple as
Yay! And in fact, I'm sure you could have like an aquaponic system with like one amphipod and like one like growing one baby radish plant at a time. No, you're just growing moss. Like just moss.
I was gonna
We
say, I
have-
think the amphipod would potentially die
But would
before
you
you finished
sort it
growing
by
that
taste
radish.
or by? No, I'm not going there.
We are polyethnic. We are min-maxing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
If I could make a radical shift in my career without facing any kind of ill consequences for it, if I had the money, if I had the time, if I could just wave my hand and make it happen, I would love to have a greenhouse with some sort of aquaponic system, either like an in-ground one where it's just basically a big pond full of something
Yeah.
like koi or some other fun fish. And then the water would be pumped out to a bunch of vertical growing stations.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't really work in South Dakota because it gets very, very, very cold.
Yeah.
So I need to find some place that isn't quite so stinking cold. I also have like a decent plot of land.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm beginning to like how this looks.
Excellent.
Honestly, I think that this piece would even be good with just that one Hibbertopterus. I think this would be a fine composition.
But consider the two adorable little
More.
faces in the back.
We need at
I mean,
least a
no.
scorpion.
I'm
Mm.
saying like fully. Like I think it would just be fine. Like theoretically be fine with only this guy. Like nothing else added.
Yeah.
Why does
You-
living solar punk so darn it?
I know,
Mm.
right? Well, good news is I'm done rendering water
Awesome.
Yay.
until the next piece.
There's always
Mm.
another water piece.
I've had
Always
to
has
draw.
been.
I've had to draw the underside of waves so much.
Yes.
Getting real fast at it, but also, can I have one land piece, please?
I'm going to get me for a bit. Be right back.
Bye.
Baby.
Woe be upon me, 5,000 water pieces.
You could
5,000 corals.
do a piece in the desert for once.
For once.
No water in sight.
No water in sight. Just a dead Temnos bundle, belly up.
In the water column.
In the sand column.
Oh, I was making fun of Sly.
I know. But yeah, there's what I got, JW.
Let me see. Oh, that's looking really good.
Now the hard part, everything else.
You could have at least one or two shrimp caught up in the algae, because like
You forget what this is for, JW.
no, I was saying for Yash.
Oh.
Because like I've done like dipping nets and stuff, and I've had things like amphipods caught up in algae when when I like look through it. And I wouldn't be surprised if a similar thing would happen. Just little dots in there.
Some little guys.
Just little guys. Uh. Alba Lemulus is still so tiny. Hmm.
There we go. Crawling onto land.
The first.
The first.
At least it's not the
But not the last.
That thing desperately needs to molt.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the other ones are gonna go by a lot quicker.
Oh yes.
Yep, boop, 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 boop.
For once, the invertebrate is the first thing being drawn. This is like the only time this is gonna happen.
Dynamo, is that the sound of your brain thinking about fish?
Maybe.
Fish.
Fish. We haven't had a fish-focused formation yet.
I'm waiting for the Niobrara.
Right.
I'm
I
very
guess.
excited for that one.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we do that, there would be also many other things there. So I think fish focus in JW mines. I think.
Or I
mean,
guess I forgot about Lebanon for a second.
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
Also Pier Shale.
yeah.
If we go with that.
Montebolca.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot.
I was saying so far. I wasn't saying on the wheel. Something that really does need to be added to the wheel is the deep sea Miocene deposit.
Mm.
That has literature. Like there are like barrel eyes from their deep sea anglerfish. It's very cool.
Is that the one where we have some of the first halibut from?
No, I do not believe so.
Because I know that halibut as a group got their start in the Miocene. You know, like everything else super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's Miocene. What else do you expect?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's when ecosystems were fully getting to like where they are today. At least major group wise. No Uintathiers, no Pantodonts. We're getting ruminants at that point.
Mm-hmm.
No, but a fish where its entire face migrates to one side of its head.
I mean, true. I mean, I believe that we have early flatfish at Bolca,
Mm.
where it's like that transitional phase.
Have any of you really looked at a halibut skull or a sole or a flounder?
Not their skull.
Oh,
It's
you should go look at flounder skulls.
it's natural horror.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
The beauty of black drum skulls.
I mean that is a different kind of beauty, and
Yeah.
That isn't evil. It's beautiful. It's incredible.
Eh.
I really hope Fang clips just that noise.
Yes.
Dang, clip this.
Clip boy.
Now he legally has to.
Clip
Wait, what did
boy.
Clip
what did I miss?
boy.
What did I miss?
Uh,
What happened?
I told Dynamo to go look up flounder skulls.
Oh, oh no.
I don't really see the issue.
Yeah,
You know
I mean,
you're
I
just
don't-
built different, Cal. You know
I
this.
mean,
It's just asymmetry. I mean, happens.
yeah.
yeah, look at my
There's a
face. It's also
difference
not completely
between-
symmetrical.
I think there's weirder fish.
I think there's a
There's
difference
weirder
between.
fish.
I mean, there's always a weirder
But
fish.
there's very few that
Surely.
are more uncomfortable.
What is the weirdest fish though?
There's no limit.
Mm.
There's no limit to the weird that fish can achieve.
I mean,
Yeah.
So what's
Behold.
what's at the end of the spectrum though?
Tetrapods.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Brad.
What is the most normal fish skull?
it ain't
Uh,
this one.
Also,
So,
okay.
The closest thing we have to a generic fish skull is the red snapper Luhanus luhanus.
Pretty tasty creature.
Yeah, I say most generic because it just kind of generally has all the features of
Yeah.
fish.
Okay. Yeah. That looks what you will expect for fish skull. Yeah.
Hmm
Yeah, I could say
I-
that.
On the
Like-
other
like,
hand,
yeah.
Look up a mola mola or an opa.
Well,
Look
I
up
mean,
a
yeah, that's just an-
lungfish. Lungfish are
Oh no.
I mean, those ones.
Mm,
that
I-
is awesome.
but for example, like a silicon isn't that bad.
Notochord.
Listen, anything that's a teleost can't be considered a normal fish.
I think the
Okay.
most normal fish are already extinct.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
why I
look,
said generic and not normal.
that is true. But
What-
like
hold up,
some of these fish from the Carboniferous, for example,
Yeah.
They
are
are the fish
so
ever. Like,
basic.
But this West African
They're basic
lungfish
fishes.
skull, this is just Dunkel.
That's a Muto.
Yeah, it's like a hybrid between a Muto and a Dunkelosteus. Oh, Australian lungfish is worse. It's so much worse.
oh yeah, Australian
Oh.
lungfish are so much worse in South America.
Australian lungfish
Call
are the
live.
Yeah, I
best.
don't-
It's the
Just
only one
What
I
is
haven't
this
seen
supposed
yet.
to be? What are you supposed to be?
Wait, hold up.
The old man of the desert.
Hold
Help.
up.
You can sort of see where the eyes are supposed to go on there.
Not really.
What the fuck?
Let's see what else.
I mean, it's just where you see like you can only see like the top part of the orbit.
Hey, Dynamo,
Yeah.
go look up a wolf eel.
Oh
Ah,
god.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, hold up. I want to do something.
Okay, that's not that bad. That just looks like generic Star Wars monster.
Okay, but it also has crushing teeth on its palatine bones.
Okay,
Yeah,
a
that's-
bit more creative than most Star Wars monsters.
Yeah. So here's where the eye is. Like in a side view. Which makes it a little bit easier to show. It's like that little space past the dentition,
Yeah,
where you
that's
can only
penis.
see like the top part